Alright, sandblaster time. You can see this? My original plan was to have this main door open up and the bottom be able to open down. However, the hinge right on that angle, I'm going to have to actually change. I'm going to have to like put a permanent strip in here and put the hinge up here. And then these are the holes for your gloves, which I am going to have to put 4 in because this thing is rather large. So I'll put that back up on there, and then I'll move you guys so you can see me. I'm going to set it up on the floor, glue it, and screw it. And I was about to cut, and I just came back out and looked at this, and I'm glad I didn't. And the best for one of the best phrases out there is piss poor planning leads to piss poor performance. I was about to cut this board and it would have been wasted. I need it bigger to come down over that 4-inch lip to get a nice tight seal so I don't get sand everywhere. So, whew, I'm going to add probably 2 inches to it and cut it. Alright, since I forgot to turn the microphone off, or turn the microphone on, again, so this morning we're going to put the metal on the inside to hold the grate that you sandblast through. I'll be right back, forgot to drill. Alright, so this stuff I'm using for this track is really lightweight stuff. I think I like 6 mil. I'd have to measure to double check on that, but it was left over from a job. Very complicated how I was using it, so I'm not going to try to explain, but everything so far, the MDF I bought for my kitchen countertops, but ended up not using them. I'm going to go butcher block instead. All the 2x4s were left over from what I had laying around, doing different remodeling the house. The screws, spent very little so far. Now granted, you probably don't have all this stuff laying around, but for me, it's on the cheap so far. So I buy the gloves, the blasting media, the gun, and stuff like that. So far so good. On the back, I accidentally started poking through a little bit. You can see that. So I'm using some shorter screws in the front so they don't poke through. Here next, I'm gonna start building these triangle angle crazy things to catch the sand. All right, 2 end pieces, and I'm also gonna do the angle iron with the point up and put in here like this to help support the metal grate. Stuff isn't really thick or strong, so I'm gonna put quite a bit in there. I like when I put something heavy in there, the grate should disperse the weight over a bunch of these, and with these bent like that, that'll hold a decent amount of weight. See my shadow past the sun behind me there. So this is how I got it figured. I put these scrap pieces of wood in to get me to the height I could fit a 5-gallon bucket directly underneath the trap door. Now I'm going to make these pieces so their points come down and meet at this point, and then I'll have to shave it off to put the trap door in. And while I can probably make one, I'm just ordering it. I think it's like $15 from TMP. So much easier than making a trap door and leaking and find a way to seal it up. So at least that's the plan. I'm gonna bring the points right down here. This is the center point going this way and this way. And yeah, see how I can get it done. I did cut these a bit long because I figured I have to cut an angle on here for it to sit up against the bottom of the 2x4. And I think I'm going to rely on caulking and seam sealer or something in order to fill in the angles where this one comes down and that one comes down. Just cut them square and goop the shit out of it because that'll help hold it together. And it saves me a lot of headache figuring out angles. Alright. Sounds like a plan.
Finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right?